Web scraping used to mean writing fragile code, swapping out proxies by hand, and watching your script die the second a site changed one line of its HTML. So I want to walk through Decodo today, which used to be called Smart Proxy, and show you how it handles all of that. And more interesting to me, I want to show you how you can hook it straight into an AI agent, so the agent goes and gets live web data on its own. That second part is where things have changed a lot in the last few months, and I think most people haven't caught up yet. Decodo is a data collection platform built for developers, analysts, and honestly anyone running a business that needs web data at scale. The whole point of it is to take the painful parts of scraping off your plate. So instead of you fighting CAPTCHAs and IP bans, the platform deals with that side, and you just get back clean, structured data. They run on a pool of 125 million IP addresses across more than 195 locations, and these are ethically sourced, which matters more than people think when you're doing this for a real company. Pricing starts pretty low, residential proxies from around $2 a gig, and there's a 14-day money-back option if it doesn't fit. They also rebranded from Smart Proxy back in 2024, so if you used them before under the old name, it's the same team and the same network. Alright, so let me actually open the dashboard. When you log in, the left side has everything split into two groups. Up top, you've got the proxy products, residential, mobile, static residential, which they call ISP, data center, and site unblocker. Down below is the scraping section, which is the part I care about most. Both proxy types here have free trials, so you can test the whole thing without putting money in first. The residential pool sits around 115 million IPs with a success rate of about 99%, and the mobile side gives you real phone IPs across 3G, 4G, and 5G networks. That mobile piece is useful when you're scraping a site that treats phone traffic differently from desktop, which a lot of social platforms do now. For what I want to build, the interesting tool is the AI Parser. Most scraping makes you write parsing logic. You grab the HTML, then you write code to pull out the title, the price, whatever. The AI parser skips that. You point it at a page, you describe what you want in plain English, and it returns clean JSON. No selectors, no code. So let me show you a quick example instead of just talking about it. I'll take a product listing page, say a page full of items with names and prices on it. With the parser, I just type something like, "Give me every product name and its price as JSON." Then I hit parse. Wait a second, and it hands back a tidy list. Each item has the name, the price, structured the way I asked. I can copy it or download the full file right there. The thing that makes this click for me is I didn't have to know anything about how that page was built. If the site redesigns tomorrow, my request still works because I described the goal, not the HTML structure. That's a real shift from how scraping used to work, where one layout change broke everything you wrote. Now that's the manual version, where I'm sitting here clicking. The bigger story is letting an AI agent do this on its own, and that's where Decodo's newer integrations come in. They've got an MCP server, and they've got something called the OpenClaw integration, and both of these connect their scraping power directly to an AI model. If you've been anywhere near AI news lately, you've heard about MCP, and you've probably heard about OpenClaw, since agents that can actually touch the live web are the thing everyone's arguing about right now. So let me explain what these do in plain terms. MCP is basically a standard way for an AI model to call outside tools. Think of it like giving your model a set of hands. On its own, a model only knows what it was trained on, and that training is frozen at some point in the past. With Decodo's MCP server connected, the model can go fetch a live page, run a real Google search, and pull current data back into its answer. So if you ask it about something that happened this week, it doesn't guess from old training, it actually goes and reads the web. That's a huge deal for anything where being current matters, like prices, news, or stock. OpenClaw works on a similar idea, but it's set up as a skill you install into an agent. The way Decodo describes it, you add their scraper skill from the OpenClaw registry, then your agent can call Google search or scrape any URL, and it gets the result back as clean markdown instead of messy HTML. And the markdown part is smarter than it sounds. Raw HTML is full of junk, all those tags and scripts, and when you feed that to a model, it burns through your token budget reading garbage. Markdown is stripped down and readable, so the model spends its tokens on the actual content. Your costs go down, and the answers get better at the same time. Let me give you a real example of what you'd build with this. Say you run a small online store, and you want to keep an eye on 3 competitors' prices every morning. The old way, you'd write a scraper for each site, host it somewhere, babysit it, and rewrite it whenever one of them changed their layout. With the agent setup, you tell your agent once, check these 3 product pages each morning and tell me anything that changed. The agent uses the Decodo skill to fetch each page, gets back clean, structured data, compares it to yesterday, and reports the differences. You're not maintaining any scraping code. Decodo handles the IP rotation, the blocks, the rendering, and your agent just focuses on the thinking part. That's the whole pitch. The agent does the reasoning, and Decodo does the fetching. These integrations work with the major models too, so whether you're running OpenAI, Claude, Gemini, or an open-source model you host yourself, it plugs in. You do need a Decodo API key to authenticate, and it only works on publicly accessible content, which is the right line to stay on legally anyway. There's also a site unblocker, worth a quick mention, since real-world sites fight back hard. This one is built to get past the tougher protections. It handles some CAPTCHAs automatically, rotates proxies, and mimics realistic browsing so the site doesn't flag it as a bot. It gets through Cloudflare and JavaScript challenges, and they quote a success rate around 99.9%. You only pay for requests that actually succeed, starting under $1 per 1,000. So if a page fails, you're not charged for it, which is fairer than most setups. The web scraping API is the piece that ties it together for bigger jobs. Instead of writing HTML parsing code, you send one request and get structured data back. It comes in 2 flavors, a core version for simple sites and an advanced one that adds JavaScript rendering and ready-made templates for popular sites. You can get results as JSON, Markdown, CSV, or even a PNG screenshot, and you can target over 100 countries. One feature I think gets overlooked is the async requests. Normal scraping handles one URL at a time and waits for each one, which is fine for a few pages but falls apart at scale. With async, you fire off thousands of URLs at once. Each gets an ID, they all run in parallel, and the results come back to you when they're done. So a job that would take days running one at a time can finish in about an hour. If you're collecting a big data set to train a model, that difference is the whole game. So that's Decodo. The proxy network and the scraping API are solid on their own, but the part I'd actually pay attention to is the agent side. Connecting live web data to a model through MCP or OpenClaw means you can build something that researches, monitors, and reacts on its own, without you writing and fixing scrapers forever. You can test all of it on the free trial before committing, which is the right way to see if it fits what you're doing. If you want to try it, the link's in the description and there's a coupon down there too. Alright, so that's it from the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like this video and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video.